Good morning, Rutherford County. You're listening to the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Wake Up Crew. That's right, this is episode 1528, and it's November 6th, the day after the election. And we've all heard, we all know. Now, can we go on? Can we move on with our lives? That's just a question, because it's still going to be in the news today. All that stuff. But the election itself,
election day, post-election day. You know what? What I need?
I need coffee.
You don't need coffee.
I need coffee.
Okay.
That's me this morning.
That answers that. Yeah, I know. You had a rough day.
I need coffee now.
I don't even know why you're here.
Me either.
Dalton's going to be checking in with us probably a little later today. He didn't do the election coverage, but he was out and about, I guess. Had an appointment this morning that he's got to be here, so
He needs coffee.
he meets. Every once in a while he has an appointment like at 6:30 in the morning. So weird, isn't it?
Well,
It's the church guys,
they have a church group that meets
breakfast and stuff.
at
Breakfast.
6 a.m.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't really know where he is and really don't care. But anyway, the Lady Raiders host Grand Canyon Friday. That's at 6 o'clock airtime on the radio. Prep playoffs are streaming. That means football. I'm taking it this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you know where we're going to be yet? Have you
Yes.
decided yet?
Yeah, we announced it on Saturday.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I had the middle section. I probably didn't hear it. So I don't hear the beginnings or the end,
Oh, yeah.
But-
I guess not.
Thanksgiving break is 18 days away. And Thanksgiving Day is in 22 days. So, 18 days away.
Boy, seems like it just gets faster and faster.
I told you my daughter and her husband are going. My son-in-law is going to Mexico for a few days, and we get the grandkids. And I'm betting, I'm predicting that I will not see those kids, but maybe one or two nights out of that whole week. Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving night, and maybe Friday morning. The rest of the time they'll be at somebody's friend's house or something. That's the way it always works out.
Yeah.
So. And they call their mother, bug her, and say, "Can I go there?" Before they ask me, because as the grandfather, you know what I do.
You have no power or authority.
No, I go. You have to ask your mother. I'm not, So like spending the night with people. So
Well, her mom knows them better than you, I would think.
I got one's probably going to go camping for 3 or 4 days.
Really?
Mhm.
Camping? That's interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, one's a big camper. One likes to camp. I think, though, basketball is going to be part of that, too. I think my oldest one is going to be doing a tournament or something, the first part of Thanksgiving week,
Yeah.
practicing. So,
Well.
basketball doesn't rest. And
No.
after Christmas, this is a new thing for us, too. It's like, whoa, you're going to probably be playing basketball. So, all new adventures.
Most certainly. Well, it is basketball time.
So, anyway, but
Got college going and high school around the corner.
yeah, that's true. We'll be doing some very soon.
Probably sometime this month, toward the end of the month.
And then that's really when it gets really long, because you're donating 2 days a week, fun basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Late nights, early mornings.
but you don't have to stay up as late.
That's true. It's about one football game is about an hour to an hour and a half longer than 2 basketball games.
Yeah.
And
Well,
start earlier too.
Setup is easier.
Right, setup is easier. Start at 6. And
can I say this honestly, friend to friend? You don't freak out as much about getting there as you do in basketball. Than football. Basketball, you're much more laid back. I don't know why. I really haven't. Do you feel like you are?
Well, it takes me about a half an hour to set things up in football. It doesn't in basketball.
Yeah, but I think just the sport itself, you're more intense. I don't know. I never have been able to explain it.
Really?
Yeah. I guess because usually I do the play-by-play of the first game, and you've got time to kind of sit back and relax a little bit. Don't you think?
I don't know. Could be. I like basketball season. It's just a lot.
And then you're really laid back in baseball and softball.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think you are. Weather outside, pretty. 6:17, here's the weather.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see areas of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies and a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog as well later on in the night, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 65. Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the early afternoon, then mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 57. Mostly partly sunny skies into the day Friday and a high of 75 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Patrick McMillan with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 71.
You can get the best haircuts in town from Charlie Pitts.
Best haircut.
The best ever.
Get entertained.
Charlie Pitts.
Have a laugh.
And have some fun.
Charlie Pitts.
Foster Brooks one time got stopped at a roadblock. Sir, you're drinking. I'm going to give you a 501. He says, you better give me a 1002 because I got to come back through here in a few minutes.
You can get the best haircuts in town from Charlie Pitts.
Walk away with a smile.
615-895-3997. Charlie Pitts.
This is Megan Hutchings with Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity. The 17th annual Cookin' to Build will be on Saturday, November the 2nd on the Murfreesboro Square. We have cooking teams that will be making chili, soup, or stew. Vote for your favorite cooking team. We give out a Golden Bowl Award at the end of the event. I invite you to attend the 17th annual Cookin' to Build on Saturday, November the 2nd from 10:30 to 1 on the Murfreesboro Square.
Murfreesboro Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
People that come in to pre-plan their funerals and put it down in writing makes it a whole lot easier on the children at the time of their death. This is what Mama wanted. This is what we're going to do.
Visit murfreesborofuneralhome.com.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census. Listing everyone in your household helps the city qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and services. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
All we need is your address and the first and last names of everyone living at your home. That's it. Take part in our 2025 special census.
Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Stop by and grab some Toots Buffalo Chicken Wings before your next sporting event. Call one of our locations today. Don't forget to add an order of fried dill pickles to your order. Our staff is ready to serve you at one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. The Original on Broad Street and Medical Center, Toots South on Highway 231, Toots West on Highway 96, or in Smyrna on Sam Ridley Parkway.
Folks, I hope you listen in every Sunday night at 8 o'clock to the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. We'll talk about some local politics, national politics, all types of topics, all types of guests. That's 8 o'clock Sunday night, Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Talk to you then.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Checking news from the NFL. The trade deadline came and went on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. In some moves of note, the Washington Commanders land corner Marshawn Lattimore from the New Orleans Saints for 3rd and 4th round draft picks. Pittsburgh Steelers pick up wide receiver Mike Williams from the New York Jets for a 5th round pick and get pass rusher Preston Smith from the Green Bay Packers for a 7th round pick. Detroit Lions acquired pass rusher Zarius Smith along with a 7th round pick in exchange from the Cleveland Browns for 5th and 6th round picks. College football, the initial rankings are out for the 12-team playoff this year. Your top 12 teams are Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, Miami, Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, Indiana, BYU, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Boise State. The first 4 teams on the outside looking in: SMU, Texas A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. Some NHL games of note: Jets shut out the Utah Hockey Club 3-0. Winnipeg, an NHL best 12-1. Kings over the Wild 5-1. LA moves into first place in the Pacific Division.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 6:21. That's right. And it is the Wake Up Crew, our power hour, 6 o'clock. Because we're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE offers more than just electricity. Their community outreach team collaborates with schools, parents, and students to create engaging learning experiences. MTE serving to make life better since 1936. All right, we are just kind of sitting here waiting on Dalton's return this morning.
It's Hump Day Wednesday.
It is Hump Day. I forgot about that. Right. And while we don't have Dalton here, because I know it's kind of a sensitive subject, Thanksgiving, I wanted to mention, I'm just going to throw one out there to you. When you're at Thanksgiving dinner, what do you look forward to the most, Brian? What's the best part of Thanksgiving to you? The meal.
Dressing.
You do like the dressing?
I do.
Okay.
Dressing with cranberry sauce and turkey. I like cranberry sauce for some reason.
I think we make a mistake at Thanksgiving making too many sides to go with the dressing. But I understand there's people that don't like dressing.
Yeah. Macaroni is usually a part of ours because everybody likes macaroni.
I've never had that. We've had it on the side, but for the kids. But I could see where that would be really a good dish.
Well, my whole group likes macaroni, but they are foo-foo macaroni likers. It's got to be with cheddar and baked and all that stuff.
Oh, like fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's foo-foo.
Well,
it's got to have a cheese roux and all that stuff.
You give me dressing. I could even go eat it with chicken and dressing.
Oh, yeah.
And get a can of cranberry and pop that big gel in there. There you go.
You know where I had the best dressing that I've had?
No.
Clearview.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken and dressing. They had it one day, and I thought, I'm going to get that. I bet it's good.
You need to go down to that place I told you about in Smyrna. They've got it, too.
Really?
It's really good. That's what when I go, that's all I get. All right, our song of the day.
All right, we're continuing to count down the I'm most annoying songs.
Big dance number.
It is a big dancer.
Yeah. Marcia Griffiths. You want to tell about the low point of that song?
Well, it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. To Gita Miss Kelly with the bubbling electric belly. She's moving along with the electric. She sure got electric. The boogie.
I like it when you read them.
Those are the words.
Our good neighbor of the day is Tamaria Sanders for being kind-spoken and helpful to all parents in the front office at Oakland. Tamaria Sanders will receive flowers from Ryan's Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
That's today's Good Neighbor of the Day. We'd love for you to send us a good neighbor by texting the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. And same number to get in those birthdays and anniversaries on the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. All right, if you like strawberries, here's a good tip for you. Strawberries taste sweeter at room temperature.
That's probably true.
Stones River Manor offers a secure environment for their residents.
I don't think anybody could find any better place to go. I checked around before I moved here.
Stones River Manor is a Christian not-for-profit senior living community.
I just really like living here. I'm happy.
And I love the friendliness and the family attitude that they have here.
Start the journey. Visit them online at stonesrivermanor.com or stop by. They're near the intersection of Haynes Drive and Memorial Boulevard.
Fellas, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer the convenience of physician-monitored at-home TRT with advanced personalized plans that include both lab testing and self-inject medication. Low T Center makes it easy, shipping directly to your door. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. Over the last 5 years, there's been considerable discussion surrounding a proposed Rutherford County Forensics Center, which has repeatedly failed to secure enough commission votes to move forward. Establishing such a center would require the county government to contribute at least $15 million. Rutherford County Commissioner Craig Harris believes the county should hold off on building a forensic center and instead focus on implementing a significant pay raise for first responders in the county.
We need to take care of our first responders and our sheriff's department. Their salaries are not in line against surrounding counties or even the city. And that money would give them a raise 10 to 12% that would make us competitive so we quit losing people. We're losing good people. I think we lost 3 very highly qualified people because we can't afford for them to stay here because our salary is just not competitive.
City of Murfreesboro approved pay raises earlier this year, increasing salaries for first responders by approximately $3,000 for police officers, $6,000 for firefighters, and $12,000 annually for paramedics. The Murfreesboro Pecan Festival is Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. For $15, you can enjoy plenty of pecan-related foods, including pecan ice cream, cookies, and pie. You can also enjoy their signature pecan cocktail and mocktail, among the other alcohol and liquor tastings. There will, of course, be live music and plenty of fall-themed activities, from hayrides to a succulent-making contest. Socialize with us on social media. Log on to Facebook.com/WGNS Radio and click the like button, or follow us on X at WGNS Radio. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
627 here on the Wake Up Crew. Don't forget Good Neighbor events coming up, another check of the weather, and our first look at traffic. Speaking of traffic, got some construction going on. I went through my usual visit through Salem Highway, and there's the intersection there down by, as you go to Old Fort, as you run into it, is really a lot better because they've kind of gotten the traffic lights all situated where you're not stuck there for a long period of time. So that's better as they finish that part of it up. Where it gets rough is right past the sheriff's department. Mm-hmm. When we're ready to go over the interstate, that's when it gets a little bit tough. But that's kind of a thing. Buc-ee's over on
Joby
Jackson has started. You can tell it's starting. The traffic starting, and trucks are out there, and they're fixing the entrance and that kind of thing. At least the construction entrance as of right now. So
there's no building up yet, though.
No. It's not near that, but they have gotten evidently what was holding them back. The pipes and whatever they were having trouble.
I mean, I could only imagine all the underground stuff that they would have to have for a Buc-ee's. I mean, look at how many gas pumps they've got. How many gas tanks have to be buried in the ground and stuff like that.
You don't think about that, but that's got to be amazing. There's I don't know how many gas tanks. That's a good question. How many gas tanks are at a Buc-ee's?
I mean, don't they have like 50, 60, 100 maybe even?
I'd say at least, the very least 50.
Yeah.
I would think. And let's see, any other construction? Are they still working on Medical Center?
I've seen signs out there. I try to avoid Medical Center. There always seems to be construction on Medical Center, but I think there is right in that stretch where the avenue is, trying to get some of that situated. The Sprouts is coming and all that stuff.
I was going down St. Andrews the other day.
Or Whole Foods, not Sprouts.
The Veterans Parkway has gotten really, there's another store that's come open, another convenience store.
Yeah.
Super 9.
I noticed, I drove down Old Salem after leaving Riverdale the other night, and I haven't been down through there in a long time, and all of a sudden you get close to Medical Center Parkway, and there's a Circle K there. I didn't know that there was a Circle K, like right across from Heritage Farm, somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah.
Right at that intersection with Middle Tennessee.
How will you ever get out of that intersection?
I have no idea.
Unless you're going right on Middle Tennessee Boulevard, you'll never get out.
No, ever.
And
But that's why they put a gas station on every side. So you're going to go to the one most convenient to you that you can get in and out of. That's why you have one on either side of the road, right there at Warrior, for instance.
Right. And I don't know what's going on at Warrior Drive. In the corner there, they've spent a long time. It's across from the Speedway.
Across the street
on Warrior. You turn left, and it's right there in the corner. They've been working on that for a while, but I don't know what's going there.
No, I don't either.
Probably another service station, don't you think?
Well, you might as well have one on every corner, so that'd be 4.
And Chipotle and Cava, and I think something else is going on Church Street. So
that's one of the things we talked about yesterday on Taco Tuesday. The Wingstop is open out there on South Church.
Wingstop, that's what it was, yeah. So all that's still construction, it's still going on. And they're running all the way out to Christiana.
Oh, of course.
I mean, anyway, we got to do Today in History, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Today in History.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
Your good neighbor station, WGNS. Ask not what your country can do for you.
I'm Ryan Barrett.
Ask what you can do for your country.
I'm John Dinkins.
I have a dream.
This is Dalton Merritt.
Tear down this wall.
All right, the year's 1936, and RCA displays TV for the press. It's about 6 inches wide.
Yeah.
In 1947, NBC's Meet the Press debuts as the U.S. longest-running TV show. Even that thing's gotten rough.
Oh, yeah.
Used to, they could go on there and they could ask a controversial question, but now it's rough. You like The New Girl? Have you seen it?
I haven't,
Okay.
no.
1990, I'm Your Baby Tonight. It's the third studio album by Whitney Houston is released. It was the Billboard Album of the Year in 1991. I forgot that song. I forgot that was a big hit.
That's a good one there.
Boy, she had a lot of hits.
She did.
Right there in just 4 or 5 years. All right, and in 2018, British actor Idris Elba is named People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. A little too old to play James Bond, though, Brian. I don't think he's going to get there. But he was Sexiest Man Alive in 2018.
Well, that has to be part of the criteria for James Bond, doesn't it? Sexiest Man Alive.
Well, yeah, of course. I guess. And that's going to do it. Brandon Brooks standing by with Rewind, and we're going to take a little break. It's 6:33. You're listening to The Wake Up Crew.
This is CBS Rewind. November 6th, 1975. The Sex Pistols played their first concert at a London art school dance. 10 minutes in, the school unplugged their amps. It's dated 1982. Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes, #1 on the singles chart with Up Where We Belong. From the movie An Officer and a Gentleman. It's dated 1984. Marvin Gaye's father got 5 years probation for shooting the singer to death. I'm Brandon Brooks, and that's Rewind.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see areas of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies and a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog as well later on in the night, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 65. Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the early afternoon, then mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 57. Mostly partly sunny skies into the day Friday and a high of 75 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Patrick McMillan with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 71.
Good morning. They've got this right to the side on 65 southbound, right near Dickerson Pike. Still a lot of flashing lights in that area. It's also running a little bit heavy in this road work over here on I-40 westbound as you approach the south loop, coming past 2nd and 4th as it builds now on I-24 up through the Antioch area, coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County. Whether you need a new roof repair, roof inspection, make it Independent Roofing Specialists. Why? Because these guys are the best. Call Independent Roofing Specialists today at 991-2358, online at irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
You've depended on WGNS for local news for 77 years, and we thank you. There's some free computer classes
taught by the Rutherford County Public Library System. Classes are available on Monday afternoons at 3:30 or Tuesday afternoons at 2:30. For more information, call the library's Technology Engagement Center. If you live in Murfreesboro, pile your leaves right there in your yard next to the street. And the city comes by regularly and picks them up. That's only for people who live in the city limits of Murfreesboro. And if you prefer, you can put the lawn waste in biodegradable bags and also leave them there in your yard next to the street. That's going on now through January the 31st. Did you realize there are 2 grief support groups here in Murfreesboro? They're both free. One is 10 o'clock every Wednesday morning at the St. Clair Street Senior Center. The other is a walking grief support group, and they meet the next morning, Thursday mornings at 9:30, right there at the picnic shelter at Oaklands Park. And again, both of those grief support groups are free. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care, providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
Here's Dr. Craig McCabe at McCabe Vision Center.
We now have good treatments for glaucoma that can get you off of your eye drops.
Dr. Craig McCabe, the eye doctor you hear on the radio.
We have treatments for the skin of your face. So not only do we want you to see young, we want you to look younger too and get rid of a lot of that sun damage.
McCabe Vision Center on Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, behind SunTrust Bank.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years. Everything's positive about the food. There are so many choices. There is a menu that you can pick and choose whatever you want. And people who have come here for a meal with me are really impressed at the selection.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial, across from Walmart.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's time for the dad joke of the day. Oh, nice guy.
It's 21 before 7 here on the Wake Up Crew. John and Brian with you, and Dalton is soon to return, we hopefully, unless he drinks too much coffee, has a caffeine attack. You can go to WGNSradio.com/listen to see where to hear your favorite WGNS shows live and on demand, and even watch on Big G TV. That's WGNSradio.com/listen. That's where I saw my buddy Brian last night while I was on the couch.
Really?
Yeah, with my dog. We were just watching Brian.
Listening for the returns.
Yeah, we'd rather do that than listen to all that local Channel 5 for the big boys.
Yeah.
When you got Big GTV, why do you need it? You know.
Well, you got to hear some of the big boys on CBS.
That's true.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, radio boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Steve Keithan.
Yeah. TV personalities. Dad joke of the day. I bet you're glad that Dalton's not here to grade it. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I never understood why people hate on vegans so much.
I don't either. Why?
I've never had a beef with them.
Short, sweet, simple, liked it. I smiled. 4.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it just hit. It just hit instantly. That's what I go for. I don't like to think about it, you know.
CBS News special report. The 45th President of the United States is set to become the 47th.
America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer,
safer and stronger than it has ever been before.
Donald Trump spoke in West Palm Beach overnight with projected wins in battleground Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. As for Vice President Harris, CBS's Nancy Cordes.
I anticipate that Harris will likely call Trump at some point this morning. We haven't gotten any indication that the Harris team plans to contest the outcome.
Republicans will regain control of the Senate. Among the newbies, West Virginia Governor Jim Justice.
I proudly accept with honor beyond belief this absolute opportunity to serve as your United States Senator.
Bernie Moreno beat Ohio's Sherrod Brown. We project Tim Sheehy, the winner, in Montana.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center. Rutherford County's most complete election coverage. Here's Brian Barrett.
In a strong showing for Republicans, all state House incumbents successfully returned to office in the latest round of local elections. Among the tightest races, Republican Mike Sparks defeated challenger Louis Mata in District 49, securing 57% of the vote, 3,866, compared to Mata's 43%. Meanwhile, fellow Republicans Robert Stevens, Tim Rudd, Charlie Baum, and Brian Terry all emerged victorious with margins of 60% or more in their respective districts. In the race for State Senate District 14, incumbent Shane Reeves reelected, securing nearly 60% of the vote in Rutherford County and enjoying support in Bedford, Cannon, and Moore counties by even larger margins. In the U.S. House, incumbent Scott Desjardins secured re-election to Congress, winning 59% of the vote in Rutherford County and maintaining a solid lead in the district. One of the closest contests of the night was for the open seat for Smyrna Town Council. Incumbent Steve Sullivan fended off challenger Tony Dover by a slim 261 vote margin, claiming third out of 3 available seats. Raquel Peebles, another incumbent, led the race with 83-93, and newcomer Jerome Dempsey with 72-31. In a closely watched local referendum, the city of Eagleville overwhelmingly in favor of package stores to sell liquor. The measure passed with a decisive 72-28% margin. Overall, this election cycle featured strong support for Republican incumbents. Check out WGNSradio.com for all of the latest. I'm Brian Barrett reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
Novatech, Middle Tennessee's local office technology and document solutions expert. Visit Novatech.net. That's Novatech.net. Novatech reflects the additional managed IT and print services now available to area businesses. Novatech's IT and print services provide businesses with a free cost analysis so you may easily choose the exact solutions to meet your needs within your budget. Visit Novatech.net. That's Novatech.net.
Do you ever wonder why big financial institutions offer you hundreds of dollars to open an account? Have you ever looked through the pages of fine print to see the fees and conditions? You won't find complicated sales pitches at Heritage South Community Credit Union. We are different. We help when others won't. It's what our members tell us we do every day. If you're tired of the hassle, it's time to try a local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more or open an account today. Insured by NCUA.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at MTE.com.
All right, guys, it's Scott. If you're feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, gaining weight, or noticing a loss of muscle mass, these could all be signs of low testosterone. Don't wait. Find out now. At Low T Center here in Murfreesboro on Medical Center Parkway, they make it easy to get your levels checked. And with their on-site lab, you'll get those results back in about 25 minutes. Low T Center is not a typical doctor's office. Their physicians specialize in treating low testosterone with customized therapy, or TRT, for each patient. The experts at Low T Center have over a decade of experience experience helping patients achieve life-changing results, and most health insurance is accepted for treatment. For established patients with stable T levels, they also offer a convenient, physician-monitored, self-inject treatment plan that ships directly to your home each month without the need to come into the office for weekly visits. And at Low T Center, you can also get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. Yep, you can lose weight. Get back to your best. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Man on the Street Newsmakers, brought to you by Old National Bank in Murfreesboro.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. The friends you've made while banking right here over the years are still here, and so are those delicious, warm, homemade cookies. Everything you enjoyed about Capstar is still at Old National Bank
in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Come on over and enjoy warm cookies with friends while doing your banking at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Medical doctor and eye specialist Craig McCabe.
Sunlight is very important to the health of our bodies, to the point where I think it should be called medicine. There are photoreceptors, light receptors in your retina. Those axons project to cells that regulate the production of a hormone called melatonin. There's a lot of people using melatonin to help them sleep. Well, it's been shown that if you use video display devices, your phone, they still think it's daytime. They don't release the melatonin. It's harder for you to go to sleep. So that's why an hour or two before sleep, you should not be looking at any of these bright sources of light. And one of the best ways to help you sleep then is to avoid those, to be in dimmer light, and you will sleep faster and longer. You know, one of the things we've heard is that vitamin D is very important. They have higher vitamin D and they deal better with COVID and viruses and infections. That actually may be a marker for getting sunlight. And it's actually sunlight that helps our immune system, and the infrared light specifically.
Information you need, staying healthy with sunshine.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
12 before the hour, John and Brian with you. Dalton soon to come back here, hopefully. And we're spending our Wednesday together with you. Hope you're driving carefully and be safe out there today. We're going to check our weather here in just a little bit as well. Give you another update on that. Plus, we've got CBS News at the top of the hour. We're going to talk about dogs right now.
Yes, sir.
And they called it puppy love.
Well, John, there's a Netflix show called Inside the Mind of a Dog. I haven't seen it, but I'm going to watch it now that I know about it. Duke University canine researchers explain on that how a dog's brain works. And now they say that we humans have changed the direction of a dog's evolution so much that what they were bred to do no longer matters, if that makes sense. So they have become such pets that the dogs that were meant to herd and do all of those things,
they've lost that ability.
Through evolution. At one time, we needed dogs to do chores around the farm and on the field. Now we have them, we want them quiet. You know, we're in home. We don't want them to bite strangers.
Sit.
Right, and all those things. And so as a result, we've chosen the qualities that we want in them opposed to what they were genetically bred to do.
So like when my dog goes outside and it's sprinkling and, you know, he wants to run back in immediately. You and I both are to blame for this. We have the worst dogs for any outdoor activity.
So Skeeter, we have in his lifetime, which is like, 6 months, 5, 6 months, whatever. We haven't had a lot of rain, so it's very weird to him, and he doesn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
He has gained what the other dogs do, and they stick their nose in the drain pipe that's coming off of the roof
to know how much the rain
to try to lick water out of it.
Oh, I got you.
For some reason, and so now he's watched the other two do that, and he stuck his head in it the other day, but he scared himself. because I said, get out of there. And he, couldn't get his head out real quick. Kind of scared him. But after the ball game on Thursday, it had rained. It was still raining a little bit when I got home. So I let the dogs out. They usually go out and do their business. And Skeeter wouldn't go, so I had to stand at the steps. And when he finally went out, I came in, started getting their food ready. And what does he do when the other two came in? And I thought, where is he? And I look out the door, and he's pooping on the patio instead of out in the yard.
Oh.
Because he didn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah. Mine's pretty good about going out. But now if you remember Thursday, same day.
Yeah.
It was raining pretty good when I left to come to the game. And I always try to let him go one more time before I leave. It just makes me feel better.
Right.
Well, he goes out, he looks out there, and he looked up at me and like,
I'm not doing that.
And just goes to the back door, just scoots back to the back door, sitting there waiting for me to open it. I said, what a sissy. You don't rough it. There's no roughing it with my dog, and your dog's either. No. There's no roughing it. It's like, and I don't know. It gets. I feel like we've ruined them. But at least they don't chase cars, and at least they don't.
That's true. When he was outside walking in the wet grass, he was high stepping, his little feet going up really high.
Well, you have to admit he's little.
He is little.
So he can almost get lost in tall grass.
Well, I'm sure it kind of got on his belly and stuff too. But
and then plus the fact, what is this? I don't know what this is. Wow. The Adventures of Skeeter. Nothing like it. It's like a television show, isn't it?
It should be.
It's like leave it to Skeeter. Let's go to some celebrity birthdays.
It's birthday time. 'Cause it's birthday time. What a day for celebrating. There'll be songs and gifts and some happy congregating. This is birthday time with your friends and your relations. It's a time for joy and happy celebrations. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
1861, James Naismith, Canadian-American physical educator and inventor of the basketball. He also invented the football helmet. Did you know that?
I didn't.
I didn't. I thought it was all basketball. 1916, Ray Conniff, American band leader and musician, born in Massachusetts.
Pull the strings, I turned and you were gone.
They produced albums of all kinds. My dad had probably 30 of Ray Conniff and Singer's albums. In 1946, Sally Field, American actress, played Gidget, the Flying Nun, and she was in Forrest Gump.
She was Mama.
Yeah. Oh, you almost said that like him. In 1948, Glenn Frey, American rock vocalist of the Eagles. And finally, Emma Stone, born in 1988, actress, of course, Amazing Spider-Man and Superbad. Local birthdays today, Truman Jones, happy birthday, Truman. Jared McDonald, Kevin Wright, another happy birthday, Kev. Tony Parker, Mark Perry, Hoyt Carter, and Doris Ann Fitz, happy birthday.
A couple of those guys on there probably should stop celebrating.
Oh, wow.
The numbers
you said that, not me.
Birthdays anniversary, 615-893-1450. It's the Slick Pig Barbecue Birthday Club. I don't know what the holiday is because I wasn't expecting to do it, but it's at least the day after the election.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see areas of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies and a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog as well later on in the night, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 65. Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the early afternoon, then mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 57. Mostly partly sunny skies into the day Friday and a high of 75 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Patrick McMillan with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 71.
I'm a single mom, and as you can imagine, it's a fight sometimes just to get out the door. But when I need new tires or something's wrong with my car, I need to head to someone I can trust. I go to Tire World.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
Tire World, locally owned and operated.
Good morning. Working an accident. It's going to be out in Coffee County, 24 westbound, around the 99-mile marker. They're still trying to clean up this wreck in the Madison area. 65 southbound, right near Dickerson Pike, as it builds down through there. Now on 65 south at Trinity Lane, it's trying to load up with a little bit more volume on I-40 in the Mount Juliet area. You're going to hit some rain down certain sections of I-40 in Dixon County this morning, so be careful. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items. Check them out today at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE's EV Ready program provides members with $50 in bill credits toward the installation of wiring to support 240-volt charging in their garages. Learn more at driveev.com.
Are you shopping for lights?
We got it!
Doors?
We got it.
Flooring?
We got it.
Furniture?
We got it here at the Habitat Restore. 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today, but it may be gone tomorrow.
Find it at the Restore, yeah. We got it at the Habitat Restore. The Habitat Restore at 850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
You feel great at Adams Place.
Melanie teaches all of our exercise classes. I do the stretch and balance.
Alan Butcher.
Avis is our water aerobics instructor. It's really helped me to overcome some of my arthritis pain, and it's just a wonderful thing that we have here.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial, across from Walmart.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
At Middle Point Landfill, we strive to serve our neighbors.
This county is willing to put themselves out there and take some new initiatives.
Mike Clausen, General Manager of the Middle Point Landfill.
We want to transform Middle Point into a sustainability campus where we are building recycling facilities. We're building cutting-edge diversion facilities.
Middle Point values its relationship with you, which is why we never tire of serving our neighbors throughout Rutherford County.
Learn more at Middle Point Landfill.
With John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
It's 6:58 here on the Wake Up Crew, and we've got news coming up at the top of the hour. Want to congratulate Tamaria Sanders, today's Good Neighbor of the Day, for being kind, spoken, and helpful to all of the parents in the front office at Oakland High School. Tamaria is going to receive flowers from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts and News Radio WGNS.
So that is today's Good Neighbor of the Day. So if you would like to send in a Good Neighbor of the Day to us, this is how you do it. If you text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450, you'll get a reply from us. Just tap on that link and fill out the info. Also, you can go to WGNSradio.com/goodneighbor as well to get them in to us. And if you bookmark that page in your phone, you'll have it whenever you need it. We've got a check of world news, election news, all straight ahead here on WGNS. It's brought to you locally by the Low T Center and the Murfreesboro Census going on now.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need your help. Fill out the secure online form at murfreesborocensus.com and list everyone living in your home. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
And we'll be back right after the news at the top of the hour here on News Radio WGNS. It's 7 o'clock.
Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, flagship station for MTSU Sports. Courthouse clock time, 7 o'clock.
Donald Trump wins.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
Waiting to hear from Kamala Harris.
She will be back here to address the nation.
The GOP takes the Senate.
Republicans are bullish on their prospects of winning the House, too.
Good morning, I'm Peter King with a CBS World News Roundup. It's often said that we live in unusual times. Nothing personifies that more than Donald Trump's resounding election victory. Trump is the second president to be elected to non-consecutive terms with a margin of more than 50 electoral votes over Kamala Harris. He dominated the 7 battleground states he needed to win. Our election team coverage begins with correspondent Tony DeCopel in West Palm Beach.
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Donald John Trump addressed his supporters just before 2:30 this morning, emerging to a huge round of applause after a night that seemed to break his way early and often.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Vice President-to-be J.D. Vance promised that this political comeback for the ages would now become an economic comeback for America.
I'm Natalie Brand at Howard University. There were a few smiles in the sea of Vice President Kamala Harris supporters who had gathered to watch the election results. Harris campaign co-chair Cedric Richmond held on to hope as he briefly addressed the crowd.
We still have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet.
Earlier in the day, she stopped by DNC headquarters in Washington, D.C. to thank staffers and volunteers.
This truly represents the best of who we are.
CBS News exit polls showed men breaking for Trump, while women backed Harris in margins similar to 2020.
More on how Trump won from CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns.
Trump's political director talked about the ground game, something that was underestimated that the Trump campaign had, a more sophisticated ground effort and a more sophisticated data collection effort. And they really, from the beginning, had targeted low-propensity voters. That was a bet. That bet paid off.
Texas's Ted Cruz is part of the wave that flipped the Senate from blue to red.
This decisive victory should shake the Democrat establishment to its core.
CBS's Scott McFarland says Republicans will have at least 52 seats in the Senate.
Trump's going to have some muscle in the U.S. Senate. Republicans hit that magic number. They needed either 50 or 51 seats. Democrats were trying to nurse this very narrow majority. They stepped in quicksand early in the evening, and they sunk deeper and deeper in the quicksand as Tuesday evening progressed. Control of the U.S. House is also up for grabs, and at this point, it's too close to call. Narrow margins, a very slim set of battleground seats. The magic number here, 218. Republicans are bullish on their prospects of winning the House, too.
CBS's Robert Costa.
There's a lot of jubilation that Republicans will be able to enact possibly a very ambitious agenda. They're going over plans for the mass deportation proposal to go after undocumented migrants in this country. There's a push already to extend the Trump tax cuts from 2017. And you see the business community behind the scenes this morning rallying around Trump for the most part, believing that he is going to deregulate many of the industries in this country.
Dow futures are up more than 1,100 points. Trump enters his second presidency with 4 felony convictions and several pending cases in which he's a defendant. He said he'll fire special counsel Jack Smith, and that means the cases for prosecution for the January 6th Capitol insurrection and his mishandling of classified documents will disappear. It's 4 past the hour.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. Waking up every day, lifting him from the bed to the wheelchair to the car to get him to therapy on time, it's no small task between the doctors and the diagnosis, but nothing can disable this love. This is my big brother, my hero. He's part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. See, there's no time for tired. This starts again tomorrow. He'll be waiting for me. I wake up for him. I know he needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 877-333-5885. Caregiving Resource Center. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Abortion rights were among the ballot issues voters decided on. Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
Voters in Missouri cleared the way to undo one of the nation's most restrictive abortion bans, while Florida defeated a similar constitutional amendment. In Florida, it will leave in place a law barring most abortions after the first 6 weeks of pregnancy. Abortion right ballot measures passed in Arizona, Colorado, and Maryland. New York also voted to put abortion rights in the state constitution. A campaign to legalize marijuana failed in Florida. It would have allowed recreational sales of marijuana to people over 21 from existing medical marijuana dispensaries. In Nebraska, voters approved a pair of measures to legalize medical marijuana and regulate the industry. Other state measures affected wages, taxes, and education.
Republicans have won 8 of 11 governor's races, including Missouri and Utah, with 3 Democratic wins in Washington State, Delaware, and in North Carolina.
Democratic Attorney General Josh Stein won North Carolina's election for governor, defeating Republican Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson.
We chose hope over hate, competence over chaos.
Robinson, who is black, has a history of inflammatory and racist comments. Much of his staff resigned after media reports that he made explicit posts on a pornography website years ago. Jim Krasula, CBS News, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Elections officials and law enforcement agencies say they were prepared for trouble, and while there were some problems, they didn't make much of a difference.
There were bomb threats at a few polling places in Georgia. Officials extended voting hours at those sites. A judge blocked an improper hand count at a polling site in Pennsylvania, and a technical glitch caused long waits to vote in Apache County, Arizona. Human error forced a recount of 30,000 absentee ballots in Milwaukee, and the FBI said bomb threats to several states came from Russian email domains, but said none of them were credible. Christopher Cruz, CBS News in Washington.
Now to the foreign desk in London, where CBS's Vicki Barker takes a look at overseas reaction to Donald Trump's win.
Britain, Germany, and the EU, political leaders on this side of the Atlantic have been quick to publicly congratulate Donald Trump. In private,
I think that it would be untruthful to say that Europe was pleased with this result.
British lawmaker Emily Thornberry, the German and French leaders have already conferred on the implications of a second Trump presidency and what that might mean for NATO and the war in Ukraine. Silence from one quarter. The Kremlin says Russian President Vladimir Putin has no plans to congratulate Donald Trump. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Time on the roundup, 8 past the hour.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join Medi-Share and save even more than usual. For many families, joining Medi-Share means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, Medi-Share members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And Medi-Share is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before November 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is November 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
That's the latest from CBS News Radio. I'm Steve Kathan. The Wake Up Crew with Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett continues now here on News Radio WGNS.
Happy you've joined us this morning. 7:09 now. It's the Wake Up Crew from WGNS. I'm Brian Barrett. John Dinkins, Dalton Barrett along with us here as well this morning. Right now, let's get some more information. It's traffic and weather together, brought to you by Toots.
Toots. Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and boy, we've got a new menu item that you need to come and try, and it's the Toots Patty Melt. We have our own ground beef, grill them, put them on buttered Lewis Bakery toast with melted cheese and onions. It's unbelievable. Please come to Toots and try our new Patty Melt. You're gonna just love it.
It's the American way.
So swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations for some good food and fun.
Good food and fun.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see areas of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies and a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog as well later on in the night, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 65. Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the early afternoon, then mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly cloudy but a low of 57. Mostly partly sunny skies into the day Friday and a high of 75 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Patrick McMillan with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now, it's 71.
We're excited to announce that Capstar Bank is now officially a division of Old National Bank. Old National Bank in Murfreesboro at 2230 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Old National Bank, ready to serve you.
Old National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good morning. Wrapping up a couple of wrecks we had out here earlier. 65 southbound right here at the South Loop. Also 165 south at Dickerson Pikes, and his clearing stage is starting to build down through there pretty good. Through Madison right now on 65 southbound. As you continue through Millersville, it's loading up with more volume. 24 west up through the Antioch area coming in right now from Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. Hey, whether you need a new roof, roof repair, roof inspection, and something's happening with your roof, call these guys. Independent roofing specialists. Check out their website at irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Looking for a lift kit for your truck or Jeep and need the right experts to install it? Look no further than Tire World. In Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne.
Tire World, we keep your family rolling.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
It's gonna be a lovely day.
This is the Wake Up Crew with John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, and Dalton Barrett.
Well, I hope you are having a lovely day. It's a Wednesday hump day edition of the Wake Up Crew, and it is November the 6th, episode 1528. Post-election day, lots of news on that. We'll continue to follow the news throughout the day.
But we're not going to talk about it.
No, there's enough to talk about.
We're not that kind of show.
I got jumped in the parking lot. That's why I'm late.
We're not that kind of show, man.
Whatever.
We don't get into politics.
You're not the one who got to bed in the AM hours and got up in the AM hours.
You're not the one who got jumped in the parking lot.
This is all it's become with his life. Just complaint. Whine.
Really?
Whine.
Well, that's so much coming from you.
Well, I'm here. I'm not saying anything. I go to the ball games. I don't say anything. I go and I'm faithful and loyal, and I don't understand.
There are parts of this program that are false. And that's
Fake news.
Fake news, yep. Let's
John,
see.
You're going to do the New Year's show and not complain about it? Unlike him?
Because it's something different. It's something challenging.
It's new.
Yeah. Instead of the same old.
Plus, you hosted New Year's for years.
And here's the thing. You notice I have to look directly at him for like 2 hours every morning.
We could swap seats one week, but I think that'd be weird.
It might be weird.
I don't want to look at him. I feel like if I were over there, I'd feel so far away. Do you ever feel just far away from the rest of us?
I do.
Because, I feel like we're closer. We're not. We're actually about the same distance.
I feel farther and farther away from Brian each day.
Thanksgiving break is 18 days away.
It's been all downhill since he shaved his head.
Thanksgiving Day is 22 days. So be sure to make sure you get your turkey. They're already advertising, buy your deep-fried turkeys here and that stuff.
Popeyes has a Cajun smoked turkey that you
I thought
can
about
buy.
getting one of those.
You know how much it is?
No.
$90.
Is it really?
I think so.
I think it's a full dinner, too.
Well, you can add a full dinner, and it's like $130 or something like that.
That's all right.
I saw an ad for that. But it's cooked and everything.
Yeah, whole turkey, not to have fool with it.
I think it feeds 8 to 10 or something. I saw an ad for that.
What if you buy one of those, though, and they're not good? I mean, how do you know they're good?
Popeyes
They've got to be good.
Yeah. Let's see how much it is.
You'd think so.
They got to be good.
All right, song of the day as we continue.
There I go whining again.
Most annoying songs, part 2. Here's today's selection. Well, I'm sure you've danced to that, but it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, diggity Miss Kelly with a bubbling electric belly. She's moving along with the electric. She's boogie, woogie, woogie. Sure got the booty. Boogie, not booty.
The Cajun turkey from Popeyes is $54.99.
Okay, I'm glad I was fact-checked this morning.
$54.99.
Oh, well, fake news. What are you doing?
It is the day after election day.
What are you doing throwing out information like that, and it's not right?
And you think that may be right?
I'm on Popeye's website.
Okay.
I'm actually ordering one accidentally. I need to cancel that. No, I don't have that money.
I think Megan would be okay if you brought home a turkey. $54.
Well, she lifts this one every day.
No, what she would say, in fact, is, you can't cook a turkey? That's what she would say.
Yeah. Oh, you can cook a turkey.
I don't have a smoker anymore.
I know. What happened to that?
It just went out. Old Faithful.
It went out?
Yeah. It didn't make the move. Something broke.
I thought, how do you make a smoker? Didn't you buy it? You just bought one? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're really good.
They're more than $55.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep him from going to that page.
I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
If you knew that you could find out how long you would live, would you do it?
No. Would you?
That was
Yes,
quick.
you would. I know good and well you would. And you'd have a countdown on the daggum Wake Up Crew sheet.
4 days for me to live.
Well, apparently, now with just a quick swab of the cheek, one day might reveal how long you have to live.
That's interesting because people don't really. I remember because this happened in my lifetime, really. The transition from people, quote, dying of old age to people knowing exactly like what illness took their life, right? So you used to just say, oh, they died of old age, but now you're like, oh, well, they ran a biopsy and turns out they had cancer or whatever. Nobody really dies of old age anymore. And I remember I was a kid and that really confused me. I started asking. I was like, why don't people die from old age anymore? So I don't know how they would be able to swab your cheek and know what's going to take your life. Does that make sense?
Well, it's not maybe what takes your life, but how long you have to live. The researchers have discovered that a DNA test originally designed to measure biological aging from cells inside the cheek can accurately predict mortality risk, even when applied to blood samples. The findings suggest the common biological markers of aging exist across different tissues in the body, potentially opening up new avenues to accessing health risk and developing anti-aging interventions.
But hypothetically, I'm making this up. I'm going to die from a heart attack. Can this tell me that at 65 I'm going to have a heart attack? Is that how this works?
No, you keep bringing up what makes you die. This is mortality. How long will you live? Will you live to be 65? Will you live to be 75? That's what not how you die.
Yes, but I'm going to die at 65. How is it going to know that if I died of a heart attack?
I see what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that I want to know how I'm going to die, but if that is how that's a freak thing. It's not something you can plan for.
Or a car accident.
Right.
You die in a
well,
car
I'm
accident.
even thinking like natural body stuff, cancer.
So if nothing's wrong with you, they can tell you. This is what you're saying. If nothing's wrong with you, they can just tell how long your body's going to last.
If you have biological markers of aging that exist in all of the cells in your body, so they're thinking that this will open up the development of things that could not only make you live longer, but could also, in that process, predict how long you would live based on your DNA.
It's awful early in the morning. It's pretty deep.
My brain.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
What brain? All right, here's sports.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL as the trade deadline came and went on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Some signings of note. The Washington Commanders land corner Marshawn Lattimore from the New Orleans Saints for 3rd and 4th round draft picks. Pittsburgh Steelers pick up wide receiver Mike Williams from the New York Jets for a 5th round pick and get pass rusher Preston Smith from the Green Bay Packers for a 7th round pick. And the Detroit Lions get pass rusher Zadarius Smith along with a 7th round pick from the Cleveland Browns in exchange for 5th and 6th round picks. College football, the initial rankings are out for the 12-team playoff. Your top 12 teams are Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, Miami, Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, Indiana, BYU, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Boise State. The next 4 teams on the outside looking in right now, SMU, Texas A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. This Saturday, you got LSU hosting Alabama, Ole Miss at home against Georgia. NBA, no games on Election Day, but the league did hand out a suspension to injured 76ers star Joel Embiid, 3-game suspension for an altercation with a reporter.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years.
Do you have entertainment?
3 times a week, there's always entertainment. Come on. You can find bridge partners, you can find card game partners, and Mahjong is a very popular game. You never lack for something to do. Never.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Looking for great deals on name brand clothing, furniture, and more? Visit the Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street across from the tall downtown NHC building in Murfreesboro. Our competitive prices and quality selection make it easy to find exactly what you need. And here's the best part, 100% of your purchase supports Greenhouse Ministries, helping over 70 families a day. When you shop at the Garden Patch, you're not just getting a deal, you're making a difference. The Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in Murfreesboro.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
An app for easy payment.
Solar energy solutions.
I just want to talk to a real person when I need help. Energy tips and low rates.
Done, 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 done.
I want to fly my car to the moon.
Houston, let's talk about electric vehicles. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Our time, 7:22, right here on News Radio WGNS, The Wake Up Crew.
And now, it's time for Random Questions with your host, John Dinkins.
And welcome once again to a new edition of Random Questions, where we ask these young men over here, well, one's young, and questions, just random questions.
I don't get called young much anymore, John. So
that's okay. You're really young. You're not. You don't even. You're still. As long as till you're 30, you get.
Oh, that's it. I've only got 4 years.
Yeah. Well, then you become an adult, like an adult.
People, I've always heard that you become an adult when you get married. That's what I've heard. You get old when you get married.
Yeah.
So
you get 49 or 50, you're
elderly,
and then if you're near death at my age. All right, here's the first question: if you could have a New Year's Rockin' Eve here on WGNS Radio, would you do it?
Yes.
No.
Text WOOK to 615-893-1450 to let us know.
I just thought I'd throw that in there. What time do you usually sleep? Like, what time do you go to bed? And Brian?
Between 11 and 11:30.
Okay.
Really, that late?
Mm-hmm.
That surprised me. I thought it'd be about 10.
No.
At your age, I figured you might need
If I'm going to bed on my own, then I go to bed at about 11:30. If I'm going to bed with Megan and we're going to bed at the same time, I go to bed at 10:30. And I've been trying to lean more towards 10:30.
Yeah.
But
so if she's not home, say she's gone on a trip, what would you do if you were
probably
by yourself?
closer to midnight.
Yeah.
But
even with,
and sometimes when she's home, I'll stay up after she goes to bed, but try to.
So what time do you get up in the morning?
Depends on what I'm doing.
Okay, so 7-ish maybe
on non-wake up crew days. Yeah.
I'm pretty early every day.
Yeah,
because I got the
so
show.
I go to bed about 11:30. Get up at 6:30 is probably what I do.
Yeah.
7 hours probably is what I get.
I got the show, and then I got Saturday, and then I got church Sunday. So,
do you have piercings?
Yes,
I have one that you'll never see.
I do not. No.
Okay. Which celebrity annoys you the most?
Kevin Hart.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know
just
why.
Too much of him.
He just gets on my nerves, and it's all fake. That's my biggest pet peeve with celebrities is when it feels like even when they're like doing press, they're putting on a character, and that's how I feel about Kevin Hart. Robert Downey Jr. I feel the same way.
Really?
He doesn't feel genuine. He feels fake.
Oh.
Anyway.
Wow, Robert Downey Jr. That kind of surprised me. Thought he's Iron Man.
He's Iron Man. I like him in the movies.
Okay.
Larry Hagman.
He's dead.
He died too early. I don't know.
In the history of random questions, that's got to be the dumbest answer I've ever heard in my life. Here's one.
Your problem got solved, I guess.
Here's one. Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, I can see that.
Gets on my nerves. There's just too much of him. Too much of him. What is always guaranteed to make you angry? What makes you angry? What will? I know what yours is. I'll answer for you. What's yours?
Traffic. Guaranteed
makes
me angry, and also it's like one of the only places where I just let loose because you can't hear me. So I'm gonna say some things about you that I shouldn't.
Oh, I got you. Brian, what do you think?
I thought you were answering for me.
Incompetence. You hate incompetence.
Oh, you do hate incompetence, and you more than that. You hate things that slow you down. You hate other people inconveniencing you.
And if it's a conversation that he's interested in, he'll stay with you. But if it's not, he's gone. He's in his office.
But if somebody does something, and somebody can do something dumb or whatever that doesn't inconvenience you and you don't care, but the second it inconveniences your life, that's when you get angry.
Man, slam.
Not really a slam. It's
Okay,
just
who
observation.
out of all your friends, this is unfair, but I want to ask it. Who out of all your friends do you admire the most? Now, I know it's kind of ridiculous to ask that because I know who you admire the most, and it's me. But your second most person you admire.
So I have a friend who is very reflective, hangs in my bathroom, and when I look in it, I just see someone who I admire, and it's my mirror.
What about you?
Friend, huh?
Okay, let's move on. What makes you cry? Does anything make you cry?
Yes. For whatever reason, I never, ever, ever cry unless I'm watching movies. And then certain movies will just make me sob. And I don't know why, but when I'm watching a movie, it will make me cry. A lot of them.
Really?
Brian?
When my dog hurts his foot.
Well, okay. At least it makes you cry.
At least you feel something.
I don't know that I cry. Kind of get, water comes out of my eye.
I start leaking.
Yeah, I start leaking.
Meep, boop, meep.
Well, there's some questions on here. I'm just going to skip this card. Well, that's it, I guess. Random questions over.
Hi, this is Stan with Parks Auction Company, and by now you've probably heard our commercials and know that we are committed to helping you increase your investments. Call 896-4600 to set an appointment with me or one of my team members. That's 896-4600. Parks Auction Company. We handle everything.
Is your saving for retirement strategy involving the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday"? If so, we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and when it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started towards your retirement goals. Give us a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
When should you move out of your home?
Well, that's always a tough decision. As you get older, you need more care. You need things all in one place.
Residents at the Villages of Murfreesboro say it best.
They go over and above. If you're not where you should be, if you miss a meal, they check on you, be sure you're okay.
I'm Hope Rogers. Call me at the Villages of Murfreesboro, 615-848-3030.
I recommend this very highly.
Spend your middays with us, Rick and Bubba. We're on WGNS each weekday from noon till 2 on Rutherford County's Good Neighbor Station. News Radio WGNS.
Bubba, Rick and Bubba. For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
Back here on the Wake Up Crew, our time 7:30 on this Wednesday, November 6th.
And happy birthday today to Truman Jones. Happy birthday, Truman. Jared McDonald, Kevin Wright, Tony Parker, Mark Perry, Hoyt Carter Jr., and Doris Ann Fitz.
And if you or someone you know shares a birthday with any of these folks, go ahead and get them into us, 615-893-1450. That's the phone number. WGNSradio.com/birthdays. That's the website. And a delicious bowl of banana pudding from Slick Pig Barbecue is the prize, so go ahead and get them in.
All right, we have a lot of election news to get to here this morning on the Big G.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need your help. Fill out the secure online form at murfreesborocensus.com and list everyone living in your home. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Traffic and weather coming up for you here now at 7:31. Then a news check from WGNS Election Central.
Checking your Rutherford County weather. For today, we'll see areas of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies and a high of 82 degrees. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, patchy fog as well later on in the night, mostly cloudy skies and a low of 65. Thursday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms into the early afternoon, then mostly cloudy and a high of 76. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 57. Mostly partly sunny skies into the day Friday and a high of 75 degrees. I'm weatherology meteorologist Patrick McMillan with your Wake Up Crew forecast. Right now it's 71.
Wanting to see that heavy traffic developing westbound Vietnam vets, trying to get past Conference Drive, all that traffic flowing in right now from Sumner County, Hendersonville, headed towards Nashville. It's loading up over here on 40 west to Hermitage, Donaldson. 24 is really busy now westbound, passing Bell Road. OHB at Clarksville Pike, that crash is still there at the intersection. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on a new menu. Check them all out today. You can order online. It's easy, princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Now an update from the WGNSradio.com News Center.
I'm Ron Jordan. And a strong showing for Republicans. All state House incumbents were successfully returned to office in the latest round of local elections. Among the tightest races, Republican Mike Sparks defeated challenger Louis Betta in District 49, securing 57% of the vote, 3,866 votes, compared to Matta's 43%. Overall, the selection cycle featured strong support for Republican incumbents, with key local races and referendum reflecting significant voter interest and engagement across the region. Check out the final unofficial results on our website, WGNSradio.com. As Rutherford County's population continues to grow, so do opportunities within its school system.
We have historically added over 1,000 students new to the district every year, and that holds true this current year as well.
Currently, more than 51,000 students are enrolled in the county schools, and new developments are opening the door for even greater flexibility for families.
We are scheduled to open a new elementary school in the Blackman area, Poplar Grove, which is opening next fall.
According to School Choice Coordinator Jeff McCann, the district's expansion translates into more educational paths, enabling students to find schools that align with their personal interests and academic goals. A pair of ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz on the auction block nearly 2 decades after a thief stole the iconic shoes, convinced they were adorned with real jewels. Online bidding has started and will continue through December 7th. Heritage Auctions in Dallas, the auction company, received the sequin and bead bedazzled slippers from Michael Shaw, the memorabilia collector who originally owned the footwear at the heart of the beloved 1939 musical. I'm Ron Jordan reporting.
The Good Neighbor Network, on air and online at WGNSradio.com. Rutherford County's most trusted source for local news.
When you turn to Turner Security, powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Where can you turn when you need a friend to put your fears to rest? Turn to the best when you turn to Turner Security. Powered by TechCore, you can leave your security issues at the door. Turn to Turner Security.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing, and though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need your help. Our population has grown since 2020, and more people means more funding for our community. Here's Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
Help Murfreesboro get its fair share. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
We are back. It's 7:35 here from the Wake Up Crew on News Radio WGNS. And it's time to play 5-second rule.
And the rules are as follows. You'll have 5 seconds to name 3 of whatever the topic is. I'll give it, and then you name it. John, we're going to start with you. This one's right up your alley.
Why are you starting with me?
Because it's right up your alley. John, name 3 school subjects.
English, history, and social studies.
No, that was 3 school subjects. Are you ready?
No.
You ready for yours? Name 3 ways to relieve stress.
A nice long bath, and
Not gonna make it.
Wow.
I got one.
That was hard.
Yeah. I don't know how to relieve stress. Blow up at someone.
Wow. Long drive. Pet the dog. John, name 3 pharmacies.
Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. All the ones out of business.
Rite Aid.
Oh, okay. This one's not as easy.
Of course not.
So, name 3 Honda automobiles.
Oh. The Accord, the CRV, and their van, Odyssey.
Wow, even with a little stutter in there.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. John, name 3 things you might find in a living room.
Couch, love seat, and coffee table.
There you go. Good job. Name 3 carnival snacks.
Popcorn, hot dogs, and Gutbusters.
Gutbuster. Isn't that a
What's a
crystal?
Gutbuster?
That's a crystal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They don't find them in a carnival.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind.
Corn dog.
I would have probably gone with like funnel cake.
Pretzel, corn dog.
All right. Name
Fried Oreo.
Name 3 breeds of dog.
Terrier, Dachshund, and Collie.
No.
Wow, I'm
Pulling out the collie. Lassie, come Lassie.
What's wrong with it? It's right.
It was a correct answer.
Oh, wait a minute. My dog Gutbuster.
Name 3 styles of shoes.
Tennis shoes, high heel shoes, and boots.
He made that easy.
Yeah.
That sounded hard to me when it first came out.
It did to me too.
But your brain simplified it.
Name 3 deceased actors.
Gregory Peck, Jimmy Stewart, and John Wayne.
There you go. Wow. Let that one run out. Name 3 professional hockey teams.
Ooh, the Nashville Predators, the Hurricanes, and the Canadians.
I think he was out of time. I think you were out of time.
And Montreal, Canadian.
Yeah.
Name 3 candy bars.
Baby Ruth. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Baby Ruth.
You notice how quick he is on the whatever. Yeah.
Baby Ruth. I didn't really get that one. That's okay.
And you said Baby Ruth twice.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Yeah, it was your first one.
I said her. I said.
I was
Reese's,
thinking
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
That was
Baby
2.
Ruth. Yeah, I did. Right.
Yeah. Name 3 sushi rolls.
The one with no fish, the cooked one.
Shrimp tempura roll, California roll.
God, you've gotten some hard ones.
Spider roll.
I know.
I'm going to save that one for you because it'll be an easier one for you.
Oh, wait, whoa. Well, why am I getting it then?
No, I'm saving it for him because it'll be easy for him. All right, this one. Name 3 things you shouldn't do at a funeral.
Laugh, sing, I don't know.
I had an answer, but I can't say it on the radio.
No one sing at a funeral.
I mean, if you're in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right, name 3 singers from the 1980s.
Shaka Khan, Wham.
Oh, my gosh.
And the Doobie Brothers.
That's illegal. That was illegal. Pity. That was a pity question there.
That's true.
It was just
I
pity.
almost missed
John, name 3 places to put a candle.
Oh, wait. Start another. Do a different one. The Doobie Brothers were in the 70s,
I know.
actually. Okay, now.
All right, name 3 things that make people sneeze.
Pepper, air, cold.
I guess that's true.
We breathe in that sneezy air.
Pollen, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
Name 3 shampoos.
Pert Plus, and Selsun Blue.
You're right. He does think of this game.
Well, that is today's rendition of 5-Second Rule.
Shopping for your DIY projects, odds are at the Habitat Restore.
We got it.
If you have a painting project going on, we have plenty of paint supplies. Come see us here at the Habitat Restore.
Find it at the Restore.
If you need batteries, come to the Restore.
We got it at the Habitat Restore.
850 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Murfreesboro.
Remember, we got it today at the Habitat Restore, but it may be gone tomorrow. We got it, yeah.
Do you ever wonder why big financial institutions offer you hundreds of dollars to open an account? Have you ever looked through the pages of fine print to see the fees and conditions? You won't find complicated sales pitches at Heritage South Community Credit Union. We are different. We help when others won't. It's what our members tell us we do every day. If you're tired of the hassle, it's time to try a local community credit union. Visit heritagesouth.org to learn more or open an account today. Insured by NCUA.
Renewable natural gas is an incredible resource with the ability to power your home and lifestyle. At Middle Point, we've broken ground on a state-of-the-art facility that will capture natural gas on-site and repurpose it into sustainable pipeline-quality gas.
Once operational, this facility will produce enough energy to heat 40,000 homes per year.
Learn more about this at middlepointlandfill.com. For public services, we are sustainability in action.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years. After my husband died, I didn't want to cook for one anymore. Everything just got too tedious.
How long did you look around?
I did not look around. I did not even consider any place else.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
The Wake Up Crew, WGNS.
With Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Dalton Barrett.
It is 7:42 Wednesday morning, episode 1528 about in the books here of the Wake Up Crew, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, offering more than just electricity. Their community outreach team works with schools, parents, and students to provide engaging and unique learning experiences. MTE, online, MTE.com, or that very nice My MTE app. It'll get you all the information you need. Today, as Good Neighbor, it's Good Neighbor time. Tamaria Sanders is the good neighbor for being kind spoken and helpful to all the parents in the front office at Oakland High School. Tamaria Sanders today receiving flowers from Ryan Flowers Coffee and Gifts, along with News Radio WGNS. Now, we have congratulations to Tamaria, by the way. If you see her over at Oakland, say, I heard your name on the radio. Congrats on being a good neighbor. If you want to send in a good neighbor of the day, text neighbor to 615-893-1450 or WGNSradio.com/good neighbor. That'll get you to the Good Neighbor page where you fill out the info that we need, click submit, and we've got it. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Time for the dad joke of the day.
Replay.
All right, so this is the first time for Dalton hearing today's dad joke.
That's true.
So here we go. You know, I never understood why people hate on vegans so much.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had any beef with them.
Replay.
Oh,
It's all right. It's not bad.
I gave it a 4.
I'd probably give it a 3, but
It made me laugh.
it wasn't as funny as yesterday's, I didn't think.
I don't know. I tend to disagree.
Now, he's never as good telling the joke during the replay.
Yeah, that's true.
That is not true.
That's definitely
I gave
true.
it my all here because I knew that he hadn't heard
I
it.
just thought it hit my funny bone. It just kind of hit me right. That's why I gave it a 4.
Right between the funny bone.
Maybe I've just heard enough jokes about vegans at this point.
Oh,
Maybe
well,
that's
I didn't even think about that.
Maybe it's that.
Yeah, I've never had any beef with him. So if you say it like that in the conversation, that's a zinger. Use that on all your vegan friends
Wonder
today.
what we've learned.
You won't have any vegan friends left.
We talked about they have this swab. They're going to swab your mouth, and you can
And
find out
when
when you're
going to get
die.
cancer.
No.
I know. I was kidding. It was a joke.
You made the whole thing confusing.
I was just asking questions. I was asking follow-up questions.
Brian, he makes all those kind of things confusing. You know, he's that point counterpoint.
I am definitely
guy.
my favorite part to play is devil's advocate. I love that.
And Megan, good luck. That's all I can say.
She
dear.
hates it. What was today's holiday? I missed it.
The day after the election.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
I didn't know. I forgot to pull it up.
Well, I've got it pulled up right here.
Oh, well, good. Throw it at us. In
And
fact, thank God you came.
Today is National Nachos Day. So yesterday we had Chinese takeout. Today is nachos. Get yourself a big old
Nachos.
plate of them.
Awesome.
I love nachos.
I think my holiday was better.
Well, what a day to celebrate or mourn the election.
In fact, I was surprised.
wherever
I
you
thought
are.
you'd take the day off today. I really kind of felt like you'd take a day off. Are you going to take the rest of the day off?
What is the day off, John?
Yeah, but don't you deserve some time off? You pulled some extra hours.
Can you say that a little louder so they can hear you up there?
You pulled some extra hours last night, Brian.
Thanks.
Oh, nobody's here yet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're about to stream. I hope somebody's here. Otherwise, it'll be me on the radio continuing. Well,
They're going to see how many hours consecutively you can work.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Next on the Wake Up Crew, the stupid, silly stat of the day.
In 1994, former Guns N' Roses bassist Duff McKagan decided to invest $100,000 into some local companies near Seattle. Here's what he chose: Starbucks, Microsoft, and Amazon.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty good investment back in 1994. All right, our song of the day, annoying song.